And Nathan, I believe you currently hold the title for longest chronic implant. Is that right?
I do, since May 4th, 2015, so Star Wars Day.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I'm Nathan Copeland, and I also got a phone call because I was on a research registry since in 2004 I was in a car accident and I broke my neck, and I'm a C5 quadriplegic. And it was a couple years later that I was doing a different research study, and they said, oh, we've changed our protocols. And that's how I joined the BCI research. My study actually included 2 implants in sensory cortex to receive stimulation directly into my brain from the robotic hand sensors, or just they can push a button on the computer and kind of, zap an electrode in my brain, and it feels like something coming from my own hand. And I'm actually the first human in the world to have implants in sensory cortex.
Oh, nice.
Well, congratulations. Ian, you're up. Our second longest chronic implant title holder. Sorry. You were first for a while.
Yeah, so I was already receiving care at the Ohio State University for my spinal cord injury that happened 3 years prior. And I kept asking the doctors and therapists, what can I look forward to? Is there anything else I can do? And I just kept bugging them as much as I could. So I was implanted in April of 2014 and was the first person to use brain-computer interface to move my own body using the muscle stimulation sleeve on my arm. It restored for me pronation, supination in the hand, and flexion extension of the wrist, as well as flexion and extension of all 5 digits of my right arm.
I'm Jan Scheuermann in Pittsburgh, PA. In 2011, I saw a video about a guy at the University of Pittsburgh who did a study that moved an electronic arm with his brain. His name was Tim Hemmes. He only had an implant for 30 days. And I kept thinking, I wish I could do that. And at the end of the video, it said, volunteers, please call. I said to Karina, my attendant, write the number down, write it down. So as soon as the video was over, I called and I said, are you the people doing the study with the way you move a robotic arm with your brain? They said, yeah, that's us. And I said, well, I'm a quadriplegic and I want to do that. Well, first we did a couple phone interviews to make sure I qualified. I met with the team, including the surgeon, the doctor running the study, and the scientist running the study. And they said, I should be a good candidate. They had talked to my doctor. I had met with their staff psychiatrist. And I remember that first meeting, they said, if we get you using this robotic arm, do you have a goal in mind? Because Tim Hemmes had used it to touch his girlfriend's hand. Then she took the robotic arm as an embodiment of his hand. It was very touching. And I knew when they asked me for my goal, they wanted me to say something like, I want to hug my children, or I want to touch my husband's cheek. And I said, well, yeah, my goal is I'd like to feed myself chocolate. And I was waiting for them to laugh, and instead they all started nodding, saying, yeah, we should be able to do that.